Coming up in this episode, we see Feverstone on loan forward makes a permanent move. Abbas Miski talks about his future. Jack Croft returns to Wakefield, while Leeds winger is about to leave. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Well, we've got 4 rugby league stories for you today to quickly run through, and I'm going to begin at Leeds Rhinos, as Liam Tindal will leave the Rhinos at the end of the season. Rowan Smith has confirmed that the winger, who is off contract at the end of the season, has turned down a deal with the club. It is reported that Hull FC is expected to be his next destination, with the youngster understood to have signed a multi-year deal with the club. It is the second player all but confirmed to be leaving the club, with forward Sam Walters also turning down a deal. According to reports, he is set to leave Wigan Warriors. I'm not quite sure why or how things intend to be announced, but we made an offer that hasn't been accepted, and I believe another one has, Smith said when asked about Tindal's future. That's where we're at. He made 21 appearances for the club and so far, and scored in the recent victory over Wigan Warriors. Despite his exit, Smith confirmed the club was likely to look at Tindal's replacement from within the club. From our outside backs ranks in the age groups below and the reserves, we have players of the similar age of Liam's, so we're hopeful they'll progress through the back end of the year and will be able to step up and take the responsibility there for the gap. It's an interesting predicament Leeds have found themselves in, with a couple of their players now going to leave. The Leeds-born 21-year-old has played for 3 clubs, 2 of which he has been on loan, 8 games with Doncaster and 6 games in total over 2 periods for Bradford Bulls. 3 tries in 4 games in recent loan at the Bulls this year. 21 games so far has yielded 2 tries, and he made his debut for the club in 2020 during round 14 against Catalan's Dragons. He also scored his first try in round 17 in that season against St Helens. Now he looks like he's on his way to the black and whites as an alternative to what they've already got. So who's going out the door at Hull? We'll have to see. And who's coming through the ranks? Leeds are going to show us in the near future, I'm sure. Next we come to the news that Jack Croft has returned to Wakefield Trinity and signed a deal until to play for the club until the end of the 2023 season. Croft, who is a product of the Trinity youth system, left Trinity at the expiration of his contract at the end of the 2022 season, and the centre went on to have a stint in Australia, playing his trade with the Wynnum Manly Seagulls. Seagulls. The 22-year-old first made his Trinity debut in the Challenge Cup quarter-final against St Helens back in 2019, scoring a try just 10 minutes into the game. Croft went on to make a further 21 appearances for the club in his time in the red, white and blue. Now he's back. Croft is said to be excited for the challenge ahead. He said, "I'm really pleased to be back at Wakefield and looking forward to the challenge that lies ahead. It's good to be back in training this morning amongst the lads, and our sole focus is to prepare for the Catalans game at the weekend. I've spent a lot of my career to date working with Mash," which is the nickname of Mark Garth. "So I'm looking to work with him in the first team environment. I'll be giving everything for the cause, and I'm really looking forward to getting back out on the field with the boys." Head coach Applegarth added to the announcement, "I'm delighted that we've managed to get Jack Croft back to the club. He's a player that I've known well, and I've had him since his scholarship days. So I'm really looking forward to working with him yet again. He'll add some options to our centre's position, and now that he's fully fit after a knee injury, I'm looking forward to seeing his progress to the next stage of his career, which is obviously week in and week out playing Super League Rugby League. Is this the position that Wakefield need? To be fair, they need a bit more quality in the team as a whole. They're not far off on some aspects, but other aspects they are a little bit behind. It does come at a good time though. Wakefield Trinity have lost Sammy Langi for a little bit of time. Wakefield have lost the likes of Tom Lynham, Lee Gaskell, Rena Fatani in the aftermath of last week's Challenge Cup hammering by Lee Leopards, and being also without Reece Lynn and Sammy Langi, as well as influential forward Jai Whitbread, as they continue to search for their first win since he took the reins of the club back in the beginning of the season. Centre Langi faces a lengthy spell on the sidelines after injuring his ankle, while Atoni will be missing for at least a month with a knee issue. It's caused the immediate return to the 21 for the game against Catalan, as Jack Croft takes his place, as does Luke Gale, as numbers 37 and 38 in those squads. It's a difficult time for Wakefield at this moment in time, but getting someone in the door to help out as best that they can is always a plus. I have to see if it's a plus in the win column, but for now, I'm not sure. Injuries are mounting up, their performances are not quite there yet, and they're going to a Catalans team who took Warrington all the way in the Challenge Cup. Can they do it again? Abbas Miski is hoping to trigger the third-year option on his Wigan deal, with his current contract set to expire at the end of the season. Miski, who's 27, joined the Warriors ahead of the 2020 season from the London Broncos, where he scored 18 tries in 21 appearances for that club. Former Manly Sea Eagle representative, Miski has had to remain patient for his game time at the DW Stadium, scoring 8 tries in 9 appearances in his debut year. In the current campaign, Miski was given a shot at Lee earlier in March in the Battle of the Borough and scored twice, so he hasn't missed a game since. He's gone on to score a further 4 tries for Matty Pete's side and is focusing on letting his performances do the talking in hope of extending his Wigan career. Me and Matty Pete have been having a lot of conversations, Miski told Love of Rugby League. We had a lot over the years as well about what the club needs from me, what he needs from me, and what the team needs from me. Obviously that would be my goal, to play as well as I can, but help the team go as far as we can and activate that option. But it's still early days. It doesn't really sit at the forefront of my mind, to be honest. It's more of a week-to-week thing, putting my best foot forward, and regardless of what happens, as long as I'm playing my best footy, I guess I'm happy, and the results will come from that. Whether that'll be winning, playing every week, or the option year on my contract. It'll be me and Matty who decide that at the end of the day. We've got a tough few games coming up, so I just want to focus on that right now and get the ball rolling on that sort of stuff. He opted for Bevan French and Liam Marshall as his starting wingers at the beginning of the season before Jai Field suffered the long-term injury at the aforementioned Leeds Sports Village game, which has since seen the Australian speedster French move to fullback. That gave the Lebanon international Miski his opportunity of the year acknowledging the tough competition for places at Wigan's outside backs. It's been really good. I felt like I've been playing some alright footy and I've been excited, Miski continued. Obviously the calibre of those two players, speaking of Marshall and French, is really high. It's healthy competition, it's good. I sort of know what I bring, the intensity I have to bring. It's good, healthy competition. Miski reflects on these 18 months with the club with only positive words, having recently been part of the side that cemented their place in the Challenge Cup quarter-finals, following an 18 points to 14 win over Leeds at Headingley Stadium in round 6. The guys here have been really good, Miski added. There are a lot of Australian players that I've played with and against, and I have good friendships here. But everyone really, the Australian, the English boys, the club as a whole, the coaches, it's been really exciting. We're a close group and that goes a long way to a good performing team. Castleford Tigers forward Daniel Smith has joined Championship outfit Feverstone Rovers on a permanent deal with immediate effect. The 30-year-old was off contract at the Menderhose Jungle at the end of the season, and Smith joined his hometown club ahead of the 2019 season after spells at the likes of Leeds, Wakefield and Huddersfield. He went on to make 75 appearances for the club, scoring 5 tries. In a statement Castleford issued, they said everyone involved at the Tigers would like to thank Daniel for his commitment to the club and wish him all the best for his future endeavours. Smith has joined Sean Long's Feverstone earlier this month on an initial loan period from Castleford, and has now set sights on helping the side reach Super League for the 2024 campaign. The forward featured in wins against Sheffield and Widnes and during the Championship games, with Feverstone remaining unbeaten so far in 2023 to sit at the top of the table. I've really enjoyed the environment here at Feverstone. I'm really excited for the rest of the season and to play my part in getting this club into Super League, Smith said. Playing in front of the Fev fans has been superb and I can't wait to get out there again. Head coach Sean Long added to the announcement of Smith signing, another great coup for us. An experienced Super League player who made a real impact in his 2-week loan. He's fitted into our system really well. He's skillful, smart and hard worker. He's perfect for our brand of rugby. It's quite an interesting signing, to be fair, as we thought that it would be 2 weeks and Andy Lass would be able to use him as a forward to all player, going back to the days of like Darryl Powell and Greg Millington acting as another ball player from the front row. No, it's time for change, and Andy Last has his own ideas. And now, could this be a benefit for Feverstone? The first 2 weeks say yes. Have to see over the season and if they get into Super League. But for now, it is Daniel Smith, the Feverstone player. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below, as it's open for business, and we have 4 stories that would like to get your feedback from. But anyway, comment in the comment section below, but please be respectful. Don't forget to share this video worldwide, and I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the very best, so please stay safe. I'll see you in the next episode.